Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Geminis. Gemini, we're going to take a look at a person you're not in communication with or the person that broke your heart. If these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what clear messages and guidance come through for your highest and greatest good. Clear messages and guidance for my Geminis, please, for their highest and greatest good. All right, so we see distance. There's too much distance to maintain this connection. External party, karmic contracts, family, finances, and other material concerns or responsibilities are causes of interference and stress. Important dream messages are being given. And we have the divine feminine. Okay. And for you, specifically Gemini, your messages are lessons of Saturn. A soul's desire to resolve limiting patterns of control and dependency. Many challenges, but can bring benevolent long-term rewards. Okay. Ooh, Gemini, it feels pretty intense. Feels pretty intense. All right. So this very well may be a divine counterpart situation, whether you identify as the feminine or the masculine. Remember, we all have both qualities. It does feel like you're at a distance from this person. Maybe it's a physical distance. Maybe there's been a lot of time between, being together. It is possible your person is in a karmic situation. But it could also be, this external party can be finances or family or other sort of 3D concerns or responsibilities. You're most likely connecting with this person in the dream space, but Spirit wants you to know these tough lessons of Saturn that you've been learning are going to bring you a benevolent long-term reward. Okay, so let's see. Oh, all right, look at that. The Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Some of you, this person has water in their chart, or maybe you do, or you're on the cusp with Cancer. Yeah, it feels like there's been a separation. I can feel that this has been emotionally messy here, Gemini. Let's see. There may also be a separation for your person that they're dealing with. Okay, a karmic situation, but we'll see. Yeah, look at your person is in the Eight of Swords, imprisonment. So it feels like your person's in a karmic situation. Now, for a lot of you, it might be a third party. They're married to somebody else, or they're in a higher level of commitment with someone. They have kids with someone. For others of you, it's these material concerns, work. They may be prioritizing work, or they're just, they're in some sort of imprisonment here. And it could just be that they're overthinkers, right? They're stuck in their head. They need to drop into their heart space. See, they're viewing you as the Two of Pentacles in reverse, like you've made a choice. And the possible future action they're going to take towards you is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So they're not ready to take any sort of decisive action or reach out. So we see healing and recovery. So this is for my Geminis. I feel like you're in that energy of healing and recovery, or that's where you need to be. All right, let's see. Why is Gemini's person in the Eight of Swords energy? I'm also seeing too, your person, if they're not with anybody else, they're used to being single. They like want the single life. I'm kind of getting somebody here, Gemini, that is stuck in the 3D matrix a little bit, like they're vanity, like they like having partners, or like young, good-looking partners, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and you might be just that. But there's a superficiality I'm picking up on from your person. Okay, let's see, and we get the Ace of Wands. All right, so, okay, and we get the Lovers, Gemini energy. This person does see or want a new beginning with you, Gemini, but they're not ready. They get in their head about it. See, you spark something in them that they don't feel with other people. And I feel like it's easier to either be with other people or be in another situation or be away from you than to feel that vulnerable. This person, wow, they know you want to, or you wanted to, or you want to, or you would invest in them. They're viewing you as the King of Swords. So they might, they might see a little bit of themselves, and you could be dealing with another air sign here, quick wit and intellect, but this would be you, Gemini. Like, they see you in this beautiful King of Swords energy, charming, tactful, just. You do the right thing. You communicate your feelings. A lot of you had to turn your back on this person, and they know that you made the right decision and they respect you for it. You made that decision. You chose you because they weren't giving you what you needed. Oh, and it's like, I hate it because you didn't want to. And it's almost like they didn't want that either, but they're still stuck in that ego energy. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. So they might see you, and don't take this the wrong way, Gemini, but they might see you as like stubborn, wanting things to be, your way. For some of you, there's an issue here about, having children, whether you have children with them or not, or, wanting them. Because I feel like your person, I feel that with the King of Pentacles in reverse, you may not have been on the same page, or may not be on the same page about exactly what you're looking for at this time in the relationship, and it could go either way, like one of you wanting family and children and marriage and moving in together, and the other one, not quite ready. I do feel your person has some material concerns that they're still very focused on. They might get really overwhelmed, because with like the Lovers and the Ace of Wands, they've got a lot of passion. And I also feel your person, they have a lot of passion for you. And it's weird though, I'm also getting though that your person prioritizes physical connection and may be or have been promiscuous, but it's almost like it's a bit of a cover-up. But I feel with you, Gemini, things are different, and they know that, and that's why they're in their head about you. Do they like the physical connection between you two? Absolutely, but it's more than that. See, Two of Cups in reverse. This person's feeling the separation, but I do think that there's a heart chakra awakening. They're making some sort of decision. They're not quite ready to take action. Yeah, your person's not going to... There's going to continue to be distance between you and this person, Gemini. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like they're reviewing the past. We get the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Wands in reverse. You might be seeing the number sequence 222. This person's not ready to take decisive action. This person is not quite ready to give up the single life, is what I'm feeling, or another connection. Again, you know your story better than I do. But you have a hold on them. They may tell themselves you don't want the same things, but it's like, Gemini, they've got the Lover's card in their energy. You are a part of them. They're a part of you. It's like, I know we have that energy of distance, like there's too much distance to maintain this connection. They might say that might be an excuse, or might have been. I just feel like this person distances themselves from you because they're not quite ready for what you bring. And it may be keeping you in limiting patterns, or you might have been or feel dependent on this person in some way. Eight of Swords, they're dependent on you, Gemini. Or that's how they feel, and that's what scares them. All right? I just want, yeah, there's something that you give them that others don't, that it scares the you-know-what out of them. All right, let's see what we need to know about your person. Fun. Okay, so you two probably, obviously have a lot of fun together. Your person may be more of a self-absorbed energy, not ready to take care of someone else, or want to be in that place to the responsibility of a relationship or a family or whatever it is. Okay, judgmental. You may feel as if this person judged you harshly, Gemini. You know what? I would actually, if I would try to let that go, because I actually feel that's them. That's a reflection of them. Like if they judged you harshly, it was something that they judged themselves for. Interesting message. This person's not quite ready for the commitment. There's a very spiritual connection here. All right. Again, this person, maybe there was some sort of third party. Maybe they're married to somebody else. Maybe you are. Maybe both of you are. I don't know. But what I'm seeing here is this person's not quite ready for commitment. Yeah. And they may have been or be quite irresponsible. I do feel too, this person, I keep getting an energy of them really wanting to focus on their finances. And if they knocked you at all for your financial situation, Gemini, that's because they have insecurities themselves about debt or overspending or, you know, not being where they want to be, things like that. I do feel that self-absorbed energy. This person has a tendency to be selfish, and I feel like, Gemini, in this weird way, this person cares a lot about you, and it pulls them off balance because they're used to being this. They're used to being just in that more selfish energy, and it's like when you're around or when they're thinking about you, it's like this. I feel they want to take care of you. And then they're like, whoa, I don't want that. I don't, you know, this is too much. I'm not ready for this. It's an interesting energy I'm really picking up on here. Again, they may drop into their divine feminine energy and being very nurturing and compassionate. Because I get in some way this person wants to protect you and take care of you. And then they're like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't be there. And that could come from some childhood trauma, or maybe this person had to grow up very quickly, or maybe they had to, you know, if they lost a parent, they might have had to, at an early age, step up into the lost parent's role, something like that. Anyway, let's see. Wedding ring. So obviously we've got a very strong soul connection here. Self-indulgence and self-absorbed. Okay, so we do see somebody here that they are focused on themselves, their money, their health, their maybe another relationship, whatever it is. But this card here also says that it's time to heal and to do some shadow work. And I'm wondering if with this judgment coming out right on top of the judgment card, they're starting to do some shadow work here, Gemini. I feel Spirit's not letting them get away so easily with giving up on this connection or not looking at accountability and things like that. This person missing you, the distance, the separation, thinking about you, but they're unsure of the future. Okay. And we see not enough. So we do see fear and ego issues. I was picking up on that with your person, Gemini. There may be some jealousy due to a third party or this person not wanting to commit. I do feel this person has sabotaged this connection, whether they recognize that they do that or not. But it comes from a place of lack of confidence in being enough. And we see that this person does have a block or a restraint. But there's an... Ooh, sorry. Oh, sorry, Gemini. I'm sure that scared you as much as it scared me. We had another dog walk by and she's still not gonna let up. Sorry, we get some growls. Maybe she's not loving the messages. Yeah, and your person, there's something they need to get out from under. Whatever this addictive energy is or this karmic energy, and it kind of feels like they need to do that on their own, Gemini. And a lot of you may have recognized that, like you can't do that work for them. And that's oftentimes when we come apart. All right, let's see. What lessons need or needed to be learned in this connection? Forest for the trees. There's more to this than meets the eye. A broader lens is required. Okay, so it's almost like this distance is going to bring clarity. I feel for your person as well as you. And common goals. Share what you desire to find common ground on which to base your plan of action. So I feel like that's a general energy of compatibility, being on the same page. I don't think you're on the same page right now. And our upbringing plays a part in how we participate in partnerships. Does yours require an unconventional approach? Yeah. And I think that's part of the shadow work here, Gemini. I also felt that for your person. Like there's something in their upbringing that there's a negative energy, or there's a pattern of behavior that they need to get out from under, especially when it comes to relationships. And again, I was kind of getting like, I'm not saying your person is superficial, but I feel like they drop into that superficial energy when it comes to relationships because, I don't know, that's what they were taught, or that's what, maybe they have a group of friends that support that. And it's like they've got to break free of that empathy. See another's perspective and demonstrate compassion for what they're experiencing. Yeah, and I do see that there's going to be, like, you're going to be seeing this person differently. But I also think this person is going to start seeing you differently as well, Gemini, after a period of separation here. Okay. All right, let's see. What advice do we have for my Geminis, please? You're not being asked to be more empathetic to them than you are to yourself, though, so keep that in mind. Because when we love somebody and we love them unconditionally, sometimes we can make excuses for their bad behavior, or say, oh, they had a really rough, time growing up, or, all these bad things have happened to them, and this is why they behave that way. And then we're not as compassionate towards ourselves, right? And you don't deserve to be mistreated no matter what this person has been through, right? So just keep that in mind, Gemini, okay? My guides wanted me to clear that up. All right, so your advice, Gemini, is experience a retreat or other spiritual place with like-minded souls to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So this could be like with friends or family, or it could just be on your own. It feels like you need reprieve, like you need rest, that you need this healing and recovery. Spirit's telling you that the universe is communicating to you through numbers, symbols, and other signs. Watch for them as they hold a deeper meaning for your life. And yeah, find that something or someone that speaks to your heart, lifts your mood, and sparks your creativity. If related to work, do what you love. So, it's interesting because there was a similar message in the Taurus reading that, like, in this time of separation, it's like you're being put on this path to really find what you're passionate about. And that has a benevolent long-term reward for you, whether it's financial, whether it's healing, whether it's, you healing and helping others. And yeah, there's something here about spiritual places and spend time in nature. Go where you're being called to go, Gemini, even if it's going for a walk around the block, or, through the woods, or on the beach, or to that lake that you love, whatever it might be. There's something here about retreating from your busy life and connecting with wildlife and Mother Earth in its raw and beautiful form. Go where you're being called to go. If it's a vacation or a trip or a drive or a walk, it doesn't have to be far, but there's some sort of activation. There's some sort of healing in that for you. All right, let's see. What other advice do we have for my Geminis? Vulnerability is strength. Yeah. And adopt a healthy state of mind, free from illusion, clutter, or other negative influences. I'm getting some of my Geminis, you're really, really overloaded. It could be because of the holiday season. If you've been drinking, partying a lot lately, and a lot of us have, I do feel there's a need for like a detox and for a cleanse. There's a need to pull back, especially if you're starting to feel like, I just feel like you have some energy block. So if you do Reiki, you may want to do, make sure you're doing it daily on yourself, or you may want to, you may want to talk to, a Reiki practitioner, energy healer, whatever works for you. But there's something here about doing a cleanse energetically, or, diet and exercise, detox. All right. All right. Let's see. What would this person like you to know? When I don't feel in control, I begin to act in impatient and demanding ways. Ooh, Gemini, we're getting lots of disturbances. Okay, sorry, Gems. All right, let's see. So, when I don't feel in control, I begin to act in impatient and demanding ways. When I don't feel good about myself, I respond in negative words and actions. And you are not my usual type, yet you flow so well with me. See, that's an interesting message that I was getting here. Not to say that you are not hot, that you're not a certain age. It's not that. It's just this person, I feel, generally has like a much more superficial view of or desire of a person or a partner. Okay. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, when I feel that I am right, I become defensive and refuse to listen to the other person's views. All right, so that's the truth that they would like you to know, or the truths. This is a very interesting card because this person may have even told you this, you're not my usual type, or maybe, you felt that way just, comparing yourselves to others. But don't compare yourself to others, Gemini. You are in a league of your own here, and this person knows it. It just feels they've got some evolving to do. They've got some growing up to do here. They've got to get out from under some addictions here. All right, let's see what final messages we have for my Geminis. Take a chance on them. Okay, and we get be honest with yourself. Is this the person that you want to take a chance on? Again, but I also feel too, I mean, it like if this person decides to come back around, it doesn't feel like it's soon. Okay, it doesn't feel like it's in January, I have to be honest. It could be like March, April is what I'm getting. I feel you will have been you're going to be in a really positive place. And you're going to be on this very happy, balanced path. And that's going to be up to you to decide, like, have they leveled up? Are they there? And Spirit's saying you need to be honest with yourself, because for some of you, this person won't have as much power over you as you're giving them now. Okay? And I know that's a tough message, but for some of you, you might be quite shocked at either how this person has changed and evolved, but you might also be shocked in how much you've changed and evolved, and that may indicate you've evolved past them. Okay, so again, it's an interesting message here. It does feel like they may come back around at some point in time. Remember that vulnerability is strength, and we do see common goals, so there is potential for getting on the same page, but you're not meant to hold out for that. You're meant to be focusing on where you're being called to go on your creative path, your journey, spending time in nature, doing some healing work, kicking any limiting patterns, any dependencies. And that's going to bring you some beautiful rewards. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, Geminis. Again, I do apologize about the interruptions, sending you so much love and light. If these messages do resonate, I'm going to ask that you hit that like button, share, subscribe. Check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light, Geminis. Take care.